man. All I want to be able to do is tell my story, and I can't talk to anybody. Not a person. I can't even offer freaking commander-in-chief $50 to talk to me. Figure out if I'm crazy. Then again, I'd rather be crazy than a coward. Because I definitely know what's going on around the world. I've had some David Icke type stuff. I'm open to the lizard people, but I haven't had anything tell me, but I've had some weird stuff. Man, like, it's funny. In my earlier videos, I'm like, I don't think like you people. I don't think like you people. I don't stop until I figure out what the problem is. And then I gotta solve it. Unfortunately, my problem is my government. And the other ones that are corrupt alongside of it. I don't know. Why would anybody want censorship? Hide the truth. That's it. I don't know. If I got someone talking nonsense about me, I'm either going to laugh it off or I'm going to prove them wrong. It's that simple. But it's not, is it? Because the world don't work like that. It don't have common sense. I don't know, man. All started. I was such a good worker. I was such a good worker, man. And my company decided to change the system that was no good. I tried to warn them. And because someone had a huge ego, couldn't let that ego go. He was going to make his system work. He drove us right to the bone. 70, 80 hours a week when I wasn't at work. They were on the phone with me. I'm out of life. I'm out of life. And they just beat on me. And beat on me some more. Complete nonsense. They were beating on everybody. Everybody knew it. Nobody did anything about it. So finally, I had enough. When you think you're having a heart attack, and because your nerves are so bad, and you have to go to the hospital, it's time to take a little reflection. That's how bad it was. This place was bad, man. Like, right down to the bone. Like, bad to the bone. So, I went off for a little bit. Felt like a piece of crap. Total piece of crap. Got to the point, I wanted to kill myself. I thought, I can do that. Sober. The liquor store I went. Like, I don't think people understand how low you gotta feel to actually want to end it. Because I was supposed to end it. If my cat hadn't woken my wife up, I would have done it. It's pretty hard to explain yourself when you're sitting there with some alcohol and a whole bunch of pills. But I told her I was just getting them ready for the week. And she bought it. Until I finally told her a couple days later, I was like, I don't want to be here. Take me to the hospital. You know how low you gotta feel? Like, oh man. So I went for one night. Psychiatrist talked to me in the morning. Actually listened to me. Listened to me that time. Told me what my problem was. Deal with a narcissist. Didn't really know what a narcissist was, so I went on YouTube and started checking it out. So I felt kind of like vindicated, like somebody had listened to me for once. Kind of gave me like a little, you're not wrong. These people are wrong. So it gave me a bit of confidence, and little Jordan Peterson rub here. I started watching some Jordan Peterson videos, and I watched this one, and it kind of changed my life. And it was so simple. And it was like, you want to change your life? Always tell the truth. Always search for the truth. Always know your truth. And after I told myself I was going to do that, I felt so high. Like, nobody could stop me. Like, they talk about walking on cloud nine. Like, I felt so good. And then all of a sudden, work creeps back into my life and sends me a letter saying that I'm not supposed to talk to any of my friends, and they won't be talking to me. That kind of kicked me down a bit, especially when, I'd worked at this place for like 20-something years. Worked my ass off. It's all I ever did. So most of my friends were my work friends. I texted them. They wouldn't text me back. I'd say, I don't want to talk about work. Let's just be friends. And they knew how bad it was. I mean, I could prove it. It's so bad. I mean, and if they don't want to admit it, there'll come a time where they might want to admit it. Whatever. So I went through that. So it kicked me down a little bit. I was still a bit up. I was like, I still got some of my friends that I didn't work with. I'm still all right. So what's going to make me feel good? Oh, give me a new car. So I decided that I'm going to buy a brand new Jeep. That was before I knew about the gas prices going the way they are. Yeah, I know. Thanks for the heads up. So, as I'm going to go get some paperwork for my brand new vehicle, I'm driving my wife's vehicle. I'm driving down the highway. Someone pulls out of me. out in front of me. I shift to the side to try and get away because he cut right out in front of me. So, like, I go on the shoulder of the road and I think, okay, just get around. Don't slow down. Just get around him because he just pulled out in front of me. He didn't have much speed. I thought, just pull around. But what I didn't see was this big divot. And all I remember is doing the Dukes of Hazzard, looking up and looking into a parking lot where there was small children. And man, I just closed my eyes and I just said, please, God, please do not hurt those children. So I get out of the car. Thank God I was fine. Somewhat. I think I was in shock. I get out, I try to make sure and see if everybody's all right. And of course, nobody had seen how it happened, so I'm sitting there looking like this bad person, and I want to see how everybody's doing. And next thing I know, I'm in the ambulance, strapped up for precautions and stuff. And then the next thing I remember, there's a police officer that came to talk to me. And he tells me I'm being charged with careless driving. And I'm like, what? Something pulled out in front of me. Something pulled out in front of me. It came out of nowhere. So I get charged with careless because this guy lied. Lying seems to be a big theme in this world. Big theme. So, to top it all off, the news broadcasts, because there was video of me doing the Dukes of Hazzard towards children. Now everybody thinks it was me doing whatever. I don't know. Driving like an idiot. And the news had the video and didn't watch the whole thing and said, I can't even remember, a little misinformation though. It's a good thing I got the video and the driver's statement, which makes no sense and in no certain way it could have happened the way he said it did, and the video very much proves it. So, I'm starting to think God sent me down here to set up some lawsuits. So right now, she's work. She's the guy lying about the car accident. Then what was the next great thing that happened to me? Yes. So I'm still off work. The system that the guy put in, one of my concerns was it would add extra coils into the system unneeded at all, which would just cause more stuff at work. It would just cause more storage, more danger. So what happens? Someone gets killed by coil. So me thinking I'm doing the right thing, I call our Ministry of Labor. They send me directly to the woman who's doing the investigation. I try and talk to her. I tell her, I give her my name, my number, and she says she's going to get back a hold of me. She never does. Never does. And I told her I was an employee of Marwood, and she never gets back a hold of me at all. So I'm a little upset because this guy's died. And at least if it wasn't that issue with the system, at least she could look at my suggestion and put it in and at least limit the chance of somebody dying. But no, she couldn't take that time. No. So that weighed really heavy on me. And I mean, I was getting angry. I was sending crazy videos. I was taking mushrooms and doing weird videos. That's the other thing about this whole spiritual journey. God was telling me, he's like, document it all. TikTok a lot, Facebook a lot, you use your Twitter, whatever. Use the YouTube, document it. Every crazy moment, document it. So now I've got somebody's death weighing on my mind. So I'm trying to talk to my other friends because I'm really angry with what's happened to me. Like, I'm really upset. And work just keeps trying to give the screws to me. So yeah, I'm getting upset. So, well, that's enough for that.